Welcome everyone to Trade with Rob, brought to you by WealthBuildersHQ.com. This update is for Friday, the 8th of February, 2024. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Man, it was another all-time high. How bad could it be, right? As we do get started, keep in mind everything we look at is for education. Nothing's meant to be advice or recommendations. If you find something you like, anything, make sure it fits your own personal risk profile and risk tolerance before ever taking on that trade, that setup, or the indicator. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and jump right in. I want to start off with the S&P 500. Again, all-time highs today. Just rock on like Donkey Kong, baby. It just broke out with a vengeance. And I called it out the other day when we saw this sort of what I call chipping away at the ice, right? Consider that little ceiling in there to be an ice ceiling. And you can see the tip of the ice chipping hammer broke through, right? Top or bottom doesn't matter. In this case, it was top. That's kind of clearing the path, saying, okay, we're opening the gate to make it easier to get through the next time. And sure enough, we did. Today, we gap and go. We've had some pullback in there throughout the day. Powell speaking was a good deal for us today. As you can tell, the market just closed. Right? But Powell speaking was a good deal for us today. So on the upside, we're looking at that 5,200 as the next upside target, and back down to the 5,138 as our downside. So 3 candidates today, all of them are switchback trades, which means we look for opportunities to trade in either direction, regardless of what the market does. It gives us the opportunity to do something in our trade. So the very first one is Sherwin-Williams, SHW. They're sitting right up near that 345.34 level. Let's see what we've got here. We've got a big fib, big space between here. 45.65 is 20. You know, I'm going to need to split that. It's a little bit too big. So we're going to cut it in half. We're going to put a -5, which I already have pre-programmed in. All right. Now, if we fail off of the 345.34 and push to the downside, we're looking at 336.25, we'll call it. 336.33. Quarter, close enough, is our support. So right about 337, 337.5, probably close to 337.5 would be my target. On the upside, if we break the 345, retest and bounce, 355.02 is resistance. So I'm going to be looking at around 353.5 maybe, somewhere in that range as our target. So great switchback setup, opportunities in both directions. Right, then we come to ZTS. ZTS it's a great fib channel, wide fib channel. It's 2 lines high, but we just broke through the 182.48, which means if we come back and retest it tomorrow and fail, 176.48 is support. So right about 178, 177.5, somewhere in there is going to be my target. If we break the 182.48, retest and bounce, we're looking at we'll call it 190 as resistance. So right about 189, 188.5, somewhere in there is going to be my target. Once again, a great switchback setup. And then itty bitty machine is our last one that we have for today, right? It broke out of the zero line and pulled back. So not really a zero line breakout, but definitely a switchback trade. So if we scrunch this down, we're looking at 197.207, that's 10 points. So we're going to add a -136 and a 118 in here. We just need to split those levels. They're a little bit too far apart. Okay. That bottom one is just beautiful. So if we bounce off that, if we failed, come back, retest to 196.90 and drop 192.30 is support. And look, guess what? Guess what? The 8 moving average is right there. Confluence. Right? We've got that double set of support right there. If we pull back, 192.25 is support. So we're probably looking at about 193, 193.25, 193.5. Somewhere in that area would be the target to the downside. To the upside, breakout, retest the 197 and bounce. 202.25 is resistance. So we're looking at 201-ish is going to be our target. So there you have it, folks. You got 3 trade setups. You've got opportunity in both directions to take a trade. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.